The song says to be grateful. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, who hasn't called you, who hasn't visited you, instead of focusing on the negative, your glasses are overflowing. I want you all to remember the hostages on October the 7th. You know how long they were underground in a tunnel, being raped, beat, mocked, killed, mistreated? No telephone, foreigners, enemies holding them hostage. That's not a jail cell where you're getting 3 meals a day. You get to go out in the yard and play. Your lawyer and your family can visit you. Even have conjugal visits by your husband or wife. And yet, American men find themselves so overwhelmed by so little. There's not much you can do for this country anymore. But for those of you who are God's battle axe, you're out getting splinters in your fingers, callus on your knees and hands, burnt by the sun, cold in the winter, hot in the summer. No soft bed to lay your head. Many of you have beds and air conditioning. And you still can't sleep. But the Lord had no place to lay his head. No studio apartment, no condo, no hotel room. God just had nature and a rock for a pillow. So you have to give God the glory and honor him. When you think about what the Lord went through, you think about what God suffered for you. I get why the world ignores God, but so many of you who claim to be followers, you just can't ever seem to get yourselves focused on what the Lord went through for you. But you all want to focus on what you think you're going through for God in the American West. And for you in the United States, I hate to tell you, you haven't gone through diddly squat. Oh, your bunions on your toes and everything that's about your physical bodies, which you think is suffering and righteous. I get that. You haven't gone through diddly squat for God because you are luxuriated by too much luxury, and you're not God's battle axe. You're not chopping down trees. You're not demanding more of yourself than me. Your bar is very low. And it is the reason why so many of you find yourselves stressed to the point of great duress. You see, it is only in giving yourself away, committing yourself to the sufferings of Christ, that you receive the bountiful peace that comes with that. It's not pizza and burgers and sushi. It's not cupcakes and ice cream and cotton candy. It definitely isn't at the end of a vape, a cigarette, a woman, a dog, a job. a beer bottle, a cannabis stick. Those are the things that help you guys for the most part. And they do help you, I agree. But none of them will sustain you. But those who keep their minds stayed on him, he will keep in perfect peace. So if you look at your life and you're seeing the way you respond about your sleeplessness, your pains in your toes, your knees, and your hips, the center of your conversation, you're always going to need all those little things that'll never solve the problem. But for those who just keep their minds on him, they say to the world, go ahead, make my day. Hit me with your best shot. No matter what you throw at me, I'm going to stand. And having done all, I take notice so that I know I stand again. Put on the whole armor of Adonai. And most of you, hardly any of you, have even half of that on. But for those of you who do, you know what I speak of. Can't worry about those who don't. That's their choice. After all, don't let them blame you for the reason why they're not armored up, dressed up. And they'll try to do that. You just keep the armor of God on and be an example. Don't worry about who isn't doing it, who isn't thankful, who isn't grateful. Don't worry about who's complaining, who's whining. Don't worry about any of that. God takes one or two to change the world. And don't complain about there's not many people sticking to God the way you are. Don't complain that they're not faithful. Who cares? You be faithful. God can do with one what the world can't do with 1,000. What the world can't do with 10,000. One truly righteous man or righteous woman. There is no match for you. So having done all, stand. Stand and stand and fight the good fight of faith.
And when Stephen says what God can do with one, don't think so much in terms of external results as if one person is going to transform this wicked, sinful world into a heavenly paradise. That's not the goal, and that's not the purpose, and that's not what it means. It's like that parable that I've heard some time ago about a man who was told to go out every day and push that big rock. And he went, and the rock's not moving. And he goes back to the person who told him to do it. He goes, well, you weren't supposed to move the rock. You were supposed to go out and exercise and practice and push it, and look at you now. You are 5 times stronger, 5 times bigger, 5 times more mature. That was the purpose. The rock was just the means for you to get strong. You were never meant to move the rock. So don't think as if we're supposed to save the world. The world is not going to be saved. Yeshua never came to save the world. He came to save the souls of men in the world. Heaven and earth will pass away by fire. Nobody's going to change that. No Greenpeace, no Save the Whales people are going to save the world. The earth is damned and condemned, and so is the flesh. We're going to get a new body. So, yeah, when God can do with one, basically what it means is that he's going to take that one out of this world. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do, regardless if you have external success or not. The success is the very fact that you're doing it. Even if you fail in the eyes of the world, nobody showed up. Well, that doesn't matter. You did. You showed up, you hosted that study, you put up that message, you were a witness. Doesn't matter if nobody listens. That's the whole point in Isaiah where it says, still my reward is with Adonai. Yeah? They don't listen, don't worry about it. You still are going to get your reward because you were obedient. So don't ever think that you are a failure because no one is converted, no one comes to faith, no one repents. It doesn't matter. You just do what's right. And that is all that we ever can do. And that's why that is success. And when God can do it with one, that's all he wants. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to bring him out of this wicked world and put him in my kingdom. It is the Lord who redeems creation, not human beings. So don't worry about who does and who doesn't. You just do what's right.